Hey everyone, and welcome back to USA Weekly News Plus, your one-stop shop for staying ahead of the curve. I'm your host, Barkin Lay Getse, and boy, oh boy, do we have a jam-packed session for you today. Buckle up as we dive headfirst into the swirling vortex of next week's news. It's going to be a wild ride. We're talking politics, culture, the economy, you name it, we're predicting it. Think of us as your news fortune tellers, but instead of crystal balls, we use, facts, analysis, and a little bit of that good old gut feeling. But before we spill the tea on what's coming down the pipeline, remember to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. That way, you'll be the first to know when we drop our weekly dose of news prophecy. All right, let's do this. Now, predicting the future is no easy feat. It's a chaotic symphony of possibilities, a tangled web of what-ifs and maybes. But here at USA Weekly News Plus, we're not afraid of a little challenge. We've got our fingers on the pulse of tomorrow, constantly monitoring the whispers and rumblings of the news cycle. Our team of expert analysts has been burning the midnight oil, crunching data and connecting the dots. And trust me folks, next week is shaping up to be a real nail-biter. We're talking potential political shakeups, economic cliffhangers, and enough social and cultural buzz to make your head spin. So sit tight, grab your coffee, and get ready to have your minds blown. Remember, the future is not set in stone. It's a fluid, ever-changing landscape shaped by the choices we make today. Our goal here isn't to tell you exactly what's going to happen, but to give you a glimpse into the possibilities, to shine a light on the potential paths that lie ahead. By staying informed and engaged, by understanding the forces that are shaping our world, we can make more informed decisions about the future we want to create. So join us on this journey of discovery as we explore the exciting, unpredictable world of next week's news. And who knows, maybe together we can even change the headlines before they're even written. Now let's get into it. Welcome to the political arena, where stakes are high and drama never ends. Next week, all eyes are on mentioned specific state or city as the gubernatorial race heats up. Fierce debates, last-minute swings, and attack ads galore. Will the incumbent win, or will the challenger pull an upset? Stay tuned. On the national stage, a showdown in Congress over mentioned specific bill or issue is brewing.
Stakes couldn't be higher. Expect movement and surprises. Watch closely.
More insights coming up next.
Now, this piece of legislation has been a political football for weeks, with both parties digging in their heels and refusing to budge. Democrats are pushing for mention key provisions of the bill, while Republicans argue that mention opposing viewpoints.
It's a classic case of political gridlock, folks, and it's anyone's guess how this one's going to play out. Our money's on a last-minute compromise, but don't be surprised if we see a government shutdown before all is said and done.
Because let's face it, this is an election year, and every vote counts. Both parties are looking to score points with voters, even if it means putting the needs of the country on hold.
It's a cynical view maybe, but hey, this is politics, folks. We're not here to sugarcoat things.
Speaking of political maneuvering, keep an eye on mention specific politician's name next week. Rumor has it they're about to make a major announcement, and the political rumor mill is working overtime. Some say they're planning to run for higher office, while others speculate they might be stepping down altogether.
Whatever the case may be, you can bet it's going to send shockwaves through the political landscape.
And let's not forget about the international scene. Tensions are running high between mentioned two countries, and things could escalate quickly. We'll be keeping a close eye on the situation and bringing you the latest updates as they happen.
So there you have it, folks. A glimpse into the wild world of next week's political news. Buckle up, it's going to be a bumpy ride. All right, moving on from the cutthroat world of politics, let's dive into something a little more fun, shall we? The cultural zeitgeist is buzzing with anticipation for a major event. This year's event promises to be bigger and bolder than ever before. Expect plenty of glitz, glamour, and maybe even a few surprises. Our team will bring you exclusive interviews and behind-the-scenes access. So, whether you're a film buff or a music lover, don't miss our coverage. Next week, keep an eye on social media as activists and influencers continue to raise awareness and spark important dialogues. We're expecting to see some powerful campaigns, thought-provoking discussions, and maybe even a viral moment or two. Because in today's world, folks, social media isn't just about sharing selfies and cat videos, it's a powerful tool for social change, a platform for amplifying marginalized voices, and a space where we can challenge the status quo. And speaking of challenging the status quo, the internet is about to be rocked by another wave of, mention a trending topic or meme format. That's right, folks, get ready for a deluge of hilarious memes, witty tweets, and creative content that'll have you laughing, thinking, and maybe even scratching your head in confusion. Hey, it wouldn't be the internet without a little bit of absurdity, right? Now, for all you entertainment junkies out there, we've got some juicy news. Get ready for the highly anticipated premiere of, mention a new TV show, movie, or streaming series. This genre format has been generating a ton of buzz online, with fans eagerly awaiting its release. We've got our hands on an early screening, and let me tell you, it does not disappoint. Without giving too much away, tease some of the key themes, characters, or plot points without spoiling the experience. Trust me, folks, this is one you won't want to miss. All right, folks, let's shift gears and talk about the economy. The outlook for next week is a mixed bag. On one hand, we've got low unemployment rates and increased manufacturing output. This suggests the economy is still strong. But on the other hand, there's rising inflation and supply chain disruptions and global uncertainty from conflicts and trade wars. So, what does this mean for you? Analysts predict higher prices and potential job market fluctuations. Stay tuned as we navigate these uncertain times together. Section 2. The stock market roller coaster. Now, if you're brave enough to venture into the stock market, buckle up, because it's going to be a wild ride next week. We're expecting to see some major volatility, with the markets reacting to upcoming earnings reports, interest rate decisions, and geopolitical events. Tech stocks, in particular, are going to be in the spotlight, as investors eagerly await the latest earnings reports from giants like Apple, Amazon, and Google. Will these tech giants continue their reign of dominance, or are we going to see some surprises? Our analysts will be closely monitoring the numbers and providing expert insights, so stay tuned. And keep in mind, folks, the stock market can be unpredictable. It's not always about logic or reason. Sometimes it's just about sentiment, about how the market is at any given moment. Section 3. Consumer confidence and spending. Speaking of feelings, let's talk about consumer confidence, because that's a big one. Right now, consumer confidence is fluctuating, and that's going to have a ripple effect throughout the economy. If consumers are feeling good about the economy, they're more likely to spend money, which boosts businesses and creates jobs. But if they're feeling uncertain or pessimistic, they're more likely to tighten their belts, which can slow down economic growth. So what can you do to navigate these uncertain economic waters? Well, our experts recommend creating a budget, saving for emergencies, and diversifying investments. Remember, folks, knowledge is power. By staying informed about the economic forces shaping our world, you can make smarter decisions for yourself and your family. All right, folks, let's blast off into the final frontier of our news predictions, the ever-evolving world of technology. Hold on to your hats, because things are moving at warp speed in this sector, and next week is no exception. We're talking groundbreaking innovations, disruptive startups, and enough tech jargon to make your head spin. But don't worry, we're here to break it all down for you in plain English. First up, all eyes are on a specific tech company and their upcoming product launch. Rumors have been swirling for weeks about what they've got up their sleeves, and next week, the curtain finally rises. Will it be a game changer, a flop, or something in between? Our tech experts will be on hand to bring you all the details, analyze the implications, and tell you whether it's worth getting excited about. Artificial intelligence, friend or foe? Now, no conversation about technology would be complete without mentioning the elephant in the room: artificial intelligence. AI is everywhere these days, from the smartphones in our pockets to the algorithms that shape our online experiences. And next week, expect to see even more headlines about AI's growing impact on our world. We're talking about everything from AI-powered healthcare breakthroughs to concerns about job displacement and ethical implications. It's a topic that's both exciting and unsettling, full of potential benefits and potential pitfalls. Our goal here at USA Weekly News Plus is to cut through the hype and give you a clear-eyed look at what AI really means for our future. So, stay tuned as we explore the latest developments in the world of AI and help you separate the science fiction from the reality. The metaverse hype or revolution. And finally, let's talk about the metaverse, that nebulous digital realm that everyone's been buzzing about. Is it the future of the internet, a passing fad, or something in between? Next week, expect to see a flurry of announcements and investments related to the metaverse, as tech giants and startups alike race to stake their claim in this uncharted territory. We're talking about virtual reality experiences, augmented reality applications, and new forms of digital ownership and interaction. It's a lot to wrap your head around, but we'll be here to guide you through the virtual maze. We'll be separating the hype from the reality, the substance from the speculation, and giving you our take on whether the metaverse is worth your time and attention. So, buckle up, folks, because the future of the internet is about to get a whole lot more interesting. Woo! Take a breath, folks, because we've just crammed a whole week's worth of news predictions into the past few minutes. I told you it was going to be a wild ride, didn't I? We've covered everything from nail-biting election battles and heated political showdowns to the latest trends in culture, tech, and the ever-unpredictable economy. It's enough to make your head spin, right? But hey, that's the world we live in, a constant stream of information, opinions, and breaking news alerts. It can be overwhelming, sure, but it's also incredibly exciting. Because when we're informed, when we understand the forces shaping our world, we're empowered to make a difference. Now I know what you're thinking, how on earth am I supposed to keep up with all of this? Well, the good news is, you don't have to be glued to the news 24/7 to stay informed. The key is to be selective, to find sources you trust, and to focus on the information that's most relevant to your life. And that's where we come in. Here at USA Weekly News Plus, we're committed to cutting through the noise and bringing you the news that matters, in a way that's both informative and engaging. We believe that staying informed shouldn't be a chore. It should be something you actually. Section 3, your news compass, USA Weekly News Plus. So if you're tired of the same old boring newscasts, if you're looking for a fresh perspective on the world, then hit that subscribe button and join the USA Weekly News Plus family. We're your one-stop shop for staying ahead of the curve, for understanding the big picture, and for navigating the ever-changing landscape of current events. Think of us as your news compass, always pointing you in the right direction. And who knows, maybe together, we can even change the headlines before they're even written. Thanks for watching, folks, and we'll see you next week for another dose of news predictions. Stay informed, stay engaged, and most importantly, stay curious. And there you have it, folks. A glimpse into the swirling vortex of what next week hold. Remember, these are just predictions, educated guesses based on the information we have available. The future is a fickle beast, always shifting and changing, defying even our most accurate forecasts. But that's the beauty of it all, isn't it? The unpredictable nature of the future is what keeps us on our toes, what drives us to learn, to adapt, to strive for something better. Because let's face it, if we knew exactly what tomorrow would bring, life would be pretty boring, wouldn't it? The thrill is in the unknown, in the anticipation of what might be. And who knows, maybe by shining a light on the potential paths ahead, by having these conversations, by engaging with the news, we can actually influence the future's course. Because here's the thing, folks, the news isn't just something that happens us. It's a reflection of the choices we make, the actions we take, the conversations we have. Every day, we're writing the next chapter of human history, one decision, one action, one headline at a time. And the more informed we are, the more engaged we are, the more power we have to shape the future we want to see. So don't just consume the news passively. Question it, analyze it, discuss it with your friends and family. Become an active participant in shaping the narrative. Because the future isn't something that just happens to us, it's something we together. So that's it for this week's news predictions, folks. We've covered a lot of ground, explored a lot of possibilities, and hopefully given you some food for thought. But the conversation doesn't end here. Keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep challenging yourself to stay informed. And remember, we'll be back next week with another dose of news predictions, analysis, and hopefully, a few laughs along the way. Until then, stay informed, stay engaged, and most importantly, stay curious. This is USA Weekly News Plus, signing off.